Is Colin Kaepernick coming back to the NFL? Would he be a starter? Would he be a backup? Would he even be a good quarterback at all? Well, there are some news surrounding Colin Kaepernick and a possible comeback. News is now circulating out there in the NFL that Colin Kaepernick got a tryout today with the Las Vegas Raiders. The report is that the Las Vegas Raiders wanted to bring in Colin Kaepernick to be able to compete for the backup quarterback job behind Derek Carr. So the question is this a good move or not? This video is to leave the politics out of it and just talk about Colin Kaepernick and him as an NFL quarterback. Colin Kaepernick has not played an NFL game since 2016. Let that sink in for a little bit. That is a 6-year layoff. Who can come back from a 6-year layoff? And people often forget the slow decline that Colin Kaepernick had in his career. Yes, he had the Super Bowl run where they went 12-4 and he had 21 touchdowns to 5 interceptions in 2013. But in 2014 and 2015, 2016, it went a decline. After the 12-4 starting record, he went 8-8 as a starting quarterback, 2-6 in 2015, and then 1-10 in 2016. It was apparent that NFL defenses were able to figure him out and find ways to keep him in the pocket and to expose his arm, as it was never going to be as great of an asset like using his legs were. But the question is, could he be a backup quarterback in the NFL? Yes, I believe he could be a backup quarterback, but here's the reason why I think it's a terrible idea, and I call it the Tim Tebow effect. Tim Tebow had some skills, but he was never going to be quite as good for an NFL starting quarterback. So they had him as a backup, but here's the issue with that, guys. When Tim Tebow was the backup quarterback, he was a fan favorite, and fans would chant his name and beg for him to start over the starting quarterback. The press would flock to the backup quarterback instead of the starter, and this would create a terrible team chemistry. As soon as the starting quarterback would start to make mistakes, the fans would chant for the backup, and it would create a whole lot of issues. In this situation, if Derek Carr really started to struggle out of the gate just a little bit, fans would be just chanting for Colin Kaepernick, and this could go in a downward spiral real quick and real bad. Could he be a backup quarterback? Yes, with his ability, as long as he has stayed in shape and he can still see the field, then yes, he could. But you've got to think about the baggage that comes with it and the publicity that would come with and the distractions that locker room would now have to face. Instead of thinking and answering questions every day about how to get better and chase a Super Bowl, the team would then be answering, will Colin Kaepernick ever get in a game? Let me know in the comments section right now, guys, what you think about this and going forward. Peace.